Skol Vikings Nation. What's up, my fellow Purple Warriors? It's your boy here, pumped up and ready to dive into the latest Minnesota Vikings news that's got us all buzzing this offseason. Skol. Imagine this. Just when we thought the biggest drama was locked in with our defensive mastermind, boom, another massive piece falls into place. But the offensive trenches are still wide open for a game-changer. Today, we're breaking down two huge updates shaking up our Vikings' future. First off, hold on to your horns because Brian Flores is back. Yeah, you heard that right. Our defensive coordinator signed a fat new contract extension to stay in Minnesota. This guy's been the heart of our nasty defense, turning us into one of the league's toughest units. But wait, there's a catch. It's pending those head coaching searches. Flores is still in the mix for spots like the Steelers' vacancy after they parted ways with Mike Tomlin. If Pittsburgh or someone else snags him, we get compensatory picks, but man, losing FLO would sting big time. Pelissero dropped the bomb on KFAN. The Vikings made him an offer he couldn't refuse, millions of reasons to stick around. Kevin O'Connell's been confident all along, and now it's official Flores stays unless he lands a HC gig. This is massive for our 2026 plans. Flores has built this defense into a beast, think top-tier pressure, smart schemes, and players buying in hard. Fans, how hyped are you right now? Drop in the comments. FLO staying, blessing, or what if he bounces? Shifting gears to the trenches, because our O-line needs love after Chris Kuper's contract wasn't renewed. That surprised a lot of us, including Pelissero. It wasn't on anyone's radar, not even Kuper's probably. Kevin O'Connell's got massive respect league-wide, so the options are pouring in. We're not rushing. We're waiting for those coaching dominoes to fall across the NFL as new HCs fill staffs. Pelissero floated a name that's got me excited. Former Dolphins OC Frank Smith. This dude's highly regarded, topped an NFLPA poll as the #1 coordinator a couple years back. Smith's resume is stacked. Started as assistant O-line with the Saints under Peyton, tight ends coach for Bears and Raiders, then Chargers O-line and run game coordinator before 4 years calling plays in Miami under McDaniel. Miami's run game under McDaniel has been elite, and Smith was right there designing it. If he doesn't snag another OC job, he could slide in as our O-line coach and run game coordinator, perfect fit for what O'Connell wants. Think about it, experience, player developer, respected across the league. O'Connell isn't hiring a rookie here. This team's ready to contend now. Frank Smith could be the upgrade we need to protect our QB and open lanes for our backs. Other names like Dwayne Ledford from the Falcons are out there too, proven in the trenches. But Smith jumps out as a big-time get. What do you think, Vikings fam? Would Frank Smith be a home run? We're in a sweet spot. Flores locked in, fingers crossed. O-line search heating up with serious candidates. This offseason is about building on our foundation. Defense stays nasty. Offense gets tougher up front. Kevin O'Connell's environment in Minnesota is drawing talent. Respect from players and coaches alike means we're not scraping the barrel. We're picking from the top shelf. Fans, this is why we love being Vikings. Always something cooking, always hope for purple glory. Are you feeling optimistic about 2026? Hit those comments with your takes. Speaking of takes, let's talk Flores' impact. Since he arrived, our defense has been lights out, sacks, turnovers, stopping big plays. That extension rewards loyalty and keeps continuity. If he does leave for Pittsburgh or elsewhere, those third-round comp picks are a nice consolation. But I'd rather have FLO screaming on the sideline every Sunday. Pelissero said it, millions of reasons to stay, and he chose us. That's a statement about what we're building here in Minnesota. Now, on the O-line front, losing Kuper opens the door for fresh ideas. Our line struggled at times last year, pressures, injuries. We need a coach who can coach technique, scheme run games, and develop young talent. Frank Smith's background screams run game wizard. Pair that with O'Connell's play calling, could unlock another level for our offense. Don't sleep on other options too. The league's shuffling, more names will emerge. But Pelissero calling out Smith means he's legit in the conversation. Skol Army, this is the time to stay locked in. Off-season moves like these set the tone for contention. What position coach hire would excite you most? Wrapping this up, Brian Flores' extension is huge, keeps our defense elite. O-line search is on, with Frank Smith as a name to watch that could be massive. We're building something special here. Kevin O'Connell's got the keys, and talent wants to play for him. If you're as fired up as I am, smash that like button right now. Drop your thoughts below. FLO staying? Smith to the Vikings? Let's get the conversation going. Subscribe if you're not already. We break down every Vikings update, news, rumors, all with that true fan passion. Share this with your purple crew so they don't miss out. Skol Vikings forever. Let's go get that Lombardi. Talk soon. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud. Skol! One potential candidate we've brought up is former Falcons O-line coach Dwayne Ledford, who has proven to be excellent in that role. But the Vikings should have plenty of options as they look around the league and end up doing interviews, as NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero mentioned this week on KFan's The Power Trip. I was surprised that Chris Kuper was let go as the offensive line coach, Pelissero said. That wasn't on my radar. I don't get the sense that it was on Kuper's radar either. But there's going to be, when you look at what the Vikings are working with, when you look at the respect that Kevin O'Connell commands within the league, I think he's going to have options. Pelissero mentioned that the process could take a bit while the Vikings wait for dominoes to fall across the league. Various teams are in the process of hiring not only new head coaches, but then filling out their staffs afterwards. Once that happens, Smith was the O-line coach and run game coordinator for the Chargers in 2021 before spending 4 years as the Dolphins OC under McDaniel. It's worth noting that McDaniel has proven to be one of the best run game designers in the NFL. Really, they had agreed to terms last week, but it got finalized and signed yesterday, Pelissero said on KFan's The Power Trip. My understanding is they made a huge offer, Pelissero said. He decided Minnesota was the right place for him. There were millions of reasons for him to decide that it was the right place for him. We'll see what shakes out in Vikings is that they'd receive a third-round compensatory pick in each of the next 2 drafts, per a 2020 addition to the Rooney Rule. Previously, there was some question.